Would y'all rather have a fat boyfriend or an abusive boyfriend?
I'd rather have an abusive boyfriend. I don't f with fat boys.
Hey, what about you?
Abusive.
Abusive. Oh, abusive. All right.
If these are the future mothers of our community, we are doomed.
Get your hand out of my pocket! You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And after I play this next video, you are going to be shaking your head after this, man. Trust me. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
What's one red flag that low-key turn you on?
Cheating.
Turn you on?
I love a nigga. Cheat. I love a nigga cheat, cause babe, give us a reason to argue, bring some hoes, or let's have some threesomes. Do something exciting. You feel me? So if you cheat, come my way. If you a cheater,
I'm a cheater.
What? What is that? She belongs to the streets. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I mean, like, women get so upset when we say it, but then when women like this confirm exactly what we be saying, where are the women at? They be getting mad at us for saying it. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Brothers, if you watch me or anybody in this space, RP passport bro alike, man, how many times have we told y'all this? You're starting to slowly see more women admit this, but they delulu. That's gonna be the new word for the delusion, man. Delulu. Let's keep it moving.
The term mistress mean? What does that term mean?
A woman, the other woman.
Like, so you're married and then you have another woman. That's the term mistress, right?
Yes.
What is the analog, or what is the version for the woman? Like, when she has a mistress, what is the, because mistress means female by
Right.
definition. Well, what's the version for the woman if she has another male? What do you call that?
I don't think there is a word for that.
There is not a word. It's called divorce, because no one fucking does that. It's called divorce, okay? Because no one's gonna put up with a woman who's fucking whoring around, because everyone finds it disgusting. And the fact is, women put up with it such that it is an institution. A mistress is such an institution that there's a word for it, but in the English language, we have a word for everything, but we do not have a word for a slut bitch who gets extra dick on the side.
There you go.
The dude that fucked her, he's gonna make sure that he got the best out of her, and then she's gonna come back to you, and then you gonna propose to her, and then you gonna be a step baby daddy as a result of it. It's always gonna be a simp, so we never ever gonna be able to make the progress. But I think the real ones should protest marriage based off of what it is that they see today, because it's a lose-lose situation. Never become a stepfather. No man that has no kids that is at the top of his game. Listen, you're not even gonna be at the top of your earnings until you in your late 50s, early 60s. She sees the potential in your greatness. That's why she's trying to get you while you in college. So no man should ever subject himself to the idea of marriage based off of the standards that we have today. Why would you become great, make all of the sacrifices, and then go and take care of another man's kids?
Bruh.
What benefit is that to you? Them kids don't even give a fuck about you. They don't even like you. They don't even look like you.
You know what? I don't know what's gotten into Anton lately, man, but that boy been cooking with fish grease, boy. Let me tell you, man, my brothers, man, I don't know what it is with guys out here that are dealing with single moms. I would hope that these are guys that already got kids themselves, so they're kind of like being a little bit more accepting of it. But if any of you brothers that don't got kids are dealing with single moms, like seriously, because I don't mind dealing with them casually, but seriously, not so much. So on that note, man, nah, Cause cause when you put it that way, yeah, cause you gotta bust your ass just to even get in a position to even have a certain caliber of woman come your way. But if that woman has a certain caliber of attractiveness physically, but it comes with, oh yeah, you gotta step up and be a stepdaddy, then yeah, I'm good, G.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Let's keep it moving. Oh shit, I work too hard for mine. I want my own family.
I genuinely want to know why black men make dating so difficult. They make it.
Hi, I have an answer, and it's simply because they don't have money.
You stupid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
You see the stats, Goofy? Look, he hot.
One more time. This is how much black women make on average.
He bothered, bruh.
From 20 to 29, 21,400. 30 to 39, 34,600. 40 to 49, 41,900. 50 to 59, 45,100. Now, this is the age group that a lot of y'all are talking about. But let's just try to remember these two. 21,400, 34,600. This is women. You see this? This is about the same. But this right here is more. The poorest demographic of people love to argue about money. The poorest demographic of people love to flex money. It's come to my attention that don't none of y'all know what the fuck y'all talking about. And I am about to remove myself from Black Talk. I swear to God. Because I got money. That was one of my resolutions this year. I'm gonna stop acting like a brokey. Because I am not. I make 6 figures a year and shit, it ain't a one in front of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying to you? I'm a money getter. I'm a young black man. Hearing you bottom of the barrel Negroes argue about who has money and don't have money and calling each other broke when all y'all broke is crazy. But for this video specifically, saying that black men, it's because they don't have money. On average, black men make more money than black women. Even with all the degrees, we're not gonna keep doing this. I'm definitely not gonna keep doing it. You see this big ass package? I'm back on my reselling shit. Going to the back on my reselling shit. I'm sick of y'all. Y'all look dumb as hell. Y'all be talking about money and flexing money and don't have no money. Talking about black men ain't got no money. I took offense to that because I got money. And I got a nice ass haircut. I had a different type of attitude since I got this haircut. You know what I'm saying?
He smacked, bro. Get out of here, bro. I'm weak as hell. But nah, man, you need to replace some of those y'all and people and Negroes. Replace those with women, and then I'll agree with you pretty much 100%. Because it's actually men like myself and other men that are trying to explain the exact same thing that you said to these women, but they don't want to hear it. See, men understand this, you know, because it's the men that are showing them the stats just like you did. So yeah, outside of that, yeah, I agree with them 100%. Let's keep it moving.
So I just want to make sure I fully understand. Women want real men, honest men, loyal men, hardworking, committed, financially responsible, God-fearing men. Women want men who are great fathers and want to be excellent husbands. Women want men who are not too much of a burden, not clingy, not possessive. Women want confident men, secure men, men that are taller than them, physically in shape, handsome men, men who have been blessed below. Got it. All the while you're lying through your two front teeth because you refuse to tell him that you still talking to your ex and your baby daddy is still over there every other weekend, even though he ain't paid no child support for your kid. He don't even come and see that baby. He just come and see you.
You lose.
All the while lying about the BBL that you got a year ago with your PPP money that they still looking for you for because you could never turn in the documents because you really didn't have no business. All the while you got a long laundry list of hey, how you doing, beautiful? Text messages coming in from men who are not your man, because you got to keep your options open.
We do not care.
You want men that fit the criteria of a husband, all the while you feel like, go get your mama to do it. And I ain't no nurse. And I ain't no maid. I ain't no cook. Be a cheerleader for what? What I look like? What is this, a basketball game? You want men who want to be good fathers, but here you are dropping off your baby to your grandmama every other weekend, even though she 83 years old and on a respirator, and she can't watch them damn kids so you can have a life. I'm just trying to make it make sense, because what it's sounding like to me is y'all think that because you got a pretty face with makeup on, let's be honest, and y'all got a little cooch in between y'all's legs, that y'all deserve the world. But y'all are horrible people who refuse to grow, who refuse to admit you're wrong, who refuse to be open to self-development, who refuses to cooperate with a man, who refuses to be a team player, refuses to do anything. I just want to make sure I understand. These men have to jump through hoops and hurdles to deserve you, but all you got to do is look cute sometimes and have a little cooch in between your legs, which, if we're honest, from what we heard in the streets, y'all don't even be washing good. I don't get it.
Finish her. Fatality.
Damn, man. Like, yo, she literally just digged into the sisterhood for 3 minutes straight. Good Lord, man. Let's keep it moving.
How old are you?
I'm 47.
Let's say I wanted to take you out on a date. How much should I spend on that first date?
It doesn't matter. If there's a connection, it could be hot dogs in the park.
No, did you feel the same way when you were 22?
No.
What was the difference?
Educating
I always find these videos very interesting. By the way, if you want to see the whole video, I tag the gentleman in the captions. But after I watch a video like this, I immediately go to the comment section to see what's going on. And then I come across comments like this, not picking on this guy in particular, because there are plenty just like this. So I gotta ask, do women really feel like they're on the decline after the age of 35? Do y'all feel like it's harder to find love from that age and up? Is there a part of you that secretly believes that you have to settle after this age because you have to compete with younger women? Which even sounds crazy to me, because no grown woman should never have to compete with a younger woman over another grown man. Whatever. But do y'all think love is harder to find after the age of 35? Respectfully, of course. Sensational.
Well, to answer your question, well, in short, yes. But to chime in on that and really dive deep, there's a multitude of reasons why. For one, you gotta think, man. When a woman gets to that age, she's pretty much stuck in her ways. She's had her experiences, and when she's stuck in her ways, she's really gonna have a hard time coming down off of that. Because one thing that I've noticed about women around that age, they tend to hover around guys that they used to mess with, because they really don't want to start over, and they really don't care for dating like that. I'm like, I actually just saw a woman that I know recently about the same age as me who did that. So yeah, they stuck in their ways, and then not only that, I don't want to say that they're competing with younger women per se, but all in all, man, it's just that when it comes to younger women, man, it's like they're a little bit more, what's the word that I'm looking for? Well, basically the complete opposite, not so stuck in their ways because they're still young. You know what I mean? Like, sure, it's 2024, so younger women have far more experience than younger women of the past, but still, it's still all the same. I mean, but 30s and 40s, I'm like, it's tougher. And the other thing is that I'm pretty sure she's not getting, even though she was an attractive woman, she's not getting the same kind of attention she was getting when she was 22 versus being 47. I'm like, and that's the reason why she didn't look at it that way when she was 22. She could sit over here and say education and yada yada bullshit.
Stop the cap.
That's bullshit. Because why come a walk in the park and hot dogs wasn't good enough when you were 22 and just being educated? That should have been the perfect time to do it. You're 22 and going to school. You ain't got no damn money. See what I'm saying? But alright, I digress. Let's keep it moving.
For those of you who are questioning why men are so skeptical about commitment and long-term relationships and marriage and all that stuff, it's because of shit like this. These rumors about Remy Ma possibly cheating on Papoose have been circulating for a while, and it's honestly one of the most disappointing things I have seen in a while. And when men see stuff like this, it makes them wonder, what the fuck do y'all want from them? Remy Ma did 8 years in prison while she was with Papoose. Not only did he hold her down the entire time that she was in prison, he married her while she was in prison. He could have easily just walked away, moved on, and went on with his life. Instead, he stood by her side, held her down. Not only that, but as soon as she got out of prison, he gave her her dream wedding. Everything that she wanted on her wedding day, he made sure she had it. You've never seen him getting exposed for being out with other women or anything like that. There was a rumor a few years ago where a woman was claiming that he was having an affair with her, and he shut that down immediately. He proved that it wasn't true and said directly that he loves the ground that his wife walks on, and she was in prison at the time. And yet he still gets cheated on. And what pisses me off even more is that when you see situations like this, if it was the man who was cheating, like if Papoose was the one who was cheating, ladies, y'all would be so outraged. Y'all would be screaming from the fucking rooftops. But now that it's a situation where the woman is in the wrong, why are y'all so quiet? For example, y'all have been screaming and hollering about the whole Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens situation. He says a few words in the interview that y'all disagree with, and y'all are so outraged and encouraging Simone to just be single and get a divorce and all that. Y'all have literally created a whole TikTok trend surrounding this interview just because this man said some words that y'all don't agree with. Where is that same outrage for Remy Ma for cheating on a man like Papoose? Why are y'all so quiet about this? Y'all find any minor imperfection whenever it comes to a man, y'all be ready to ride out at dawn. But whenever it comes to holding another woman accountable, all of a sudden it's crickets. All of a sudden y'all need to hear the full story before forming your opinion. Make it make sense. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, it don't make sense. And that just goes to show you there is a certain level of misandry in the West when it comes to women against men. I'm gonna show a clip proving that here in a little bit, but my goodness, the hypocrisy, man. It's like, how can you sit over here and say what black men need to be like this, black men in particular, and the men that y'all use as an example when they're being done wrong, y'all are quiet. You know how long women been saying men need to be more like Papoose?
You can't make this shit up.
Only for Papoose to be to look like an idiot right now? Where are these women at? Where are they?
What is that?
That too. Let's keep it moving.
Like you said, you would think most women want honesty and communication, but he's right, most women can't handle it. And I've had to be real of like, okay, I say I don't want a man who cheats, but can I handle when he comes to me with a real conversation?
Boom.
I don't know what it's like to be married for 20, 30 years. You don't think in 20, 30 years he gonna have an urge to cheat?
Boom.
Can I handle the real conversation? But you don't think I can handle the real conversation of him? Let's say he comes to me first then. He don't cheat. He comes to me and he's like, babe, I love you. I'm really having these urges. Am I prepared for that conversation? Am I gonna make it about me and make it all personal of how could you do this to me and how could you even... He's coming to you with real problems. And you can't handle the truth, but you signed up to do life with this person? You don't even know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, and men are starting to realize this. That's why more and more men are kind of like, it's cool. Like, I don't want to get married. I don't want to do nothing serious. Because men realize that when it comes to women, there's just a certain lack of commitment and loyalty that y'all just don't possess when it comes, of women in the past. That's why I find it, and a lot of men find it a little bit hilarious when they always say, y'all ain't the men back then, but at the same time, y'all want us to be like men back then, but at the same time, y'all don't want to be anything like the women back then, but claim that y'all can. I'm like, but y'all working with more now than y'all did back then, but y'all can't do what they did. So I know that was a lot that I just had to take. That I just take in, but man, that it's just real talk, bro. Let's keep it moving.
But I think only men should be homeless. I don't think I don't think women should be allowed to be homeless.
This is where the conversation was going to.
Because I honestly think that men need to toughen up, and I think if men were forced to be homeless, they would learn how to be better men. Because that's what made men manly in the past, was having to build houses and stuff. So if we just made men be homeless for like a year, I think it would fix a lot of problems.
That would
in
be
society.
so good, especially because we don't force men to do military anymore like they used to. They make them homeless for a year. Let's see how they fucking
make them just figure it out. But make them homeless in a country where they don't know the language, and then that way they really have to go through something, and then maybe they can like
be appreciative
and just stop being pussies.
Yeah, America full of pussies.
Now, guys, I'm so shocked that I see videos like this, and this is really sad. I don't know about you guys, but I've had cousins in the military that are no longer with us, and I just want to say, anybody who's in the military, Marines, Air Force, Army, Navy, anything of that nature, thank you for your service. God bless you. Big ups to you, and thank you for everything you've done for this world. If you have ever talked to somebody who has been in the military, you understand the severity and how bad it is, especially their training, their boot camp, things they see. And a lot of the stories I would hear from, my cousins or male friends that I've had, it's really sad. And guess what? I also counsel people now. So I get to talk to veterans with PTSD, who have gone through real life things. I don't understand why women don't pick two and two up together and make stupid comments like this. Why? Because men who go to the military always have issues after. And I'm not saying every single man, some men. And some men who go through that, it's hard on them, y'all. They end up wanting to unalive themselves. They have severe PTSD. They can't even hear fireworks going off. Why would you want men to be in that state? And yeah, you're saying they don't go to war and all this stuff. They don't have to. Just like y'all don't have to cook and clean and do your part like a woman should. Get in the kitchen and cook. I know the girl over there that looks like she eats 30 gordita crunches a night ain't talking about men. Like, you women have a big mouth about the same men you guys say you don't like. Every single woman on this platform that does this, and I'm only talking about the women who hate men. If you hate men so much, why is it the only topic you talk about on your platforms? You're not interesting. I've noticed that. You guys aren't interesting at all. There's nothing else you can talk about that's going to have people gravitate to your content. You notice this is the only thing that you get views on? Yeah, it's kind of sad. How about in 2024, we stop the gender war? We stop doing this. You know what I mean? Like, can't we go into the new year being more positive and trying to implement things that can help one another as a group, as a whole? Why would you ever want somebody to be homeless? And you know what's sad? I know for a fact those two girls that are talking probably have never been homeless. I sure have been homeless. I know what it's like to sleep in my car. I know what it's like to get a gym membership and sleep at the gym. Do you know what that feels like? I bet you don't, because you're sitting here saying, oh, men should be homeless. Anybody who has ever been through really fucked up shit will never wish that upon anybody. Being homeless isn't fun for anyone. Trying to see the next time you're going to get a meal, when the next time you're going to shower, when you're on survival mode is not fun. So the fact that you would even sit there and part your lips to say that is crazy. You know what's also crazy? I'm so tired of women like this. They can talk like this all they want on platforms, but if a guy was to say this, they would take down his whole podcast and he'd be misogynistic. But women like this are misandrous and they cannot stand men. And you think that this is okay? And I have another thing that I want to say. A lot of women will complain about the way men are, right? Men are dogs, men are this, men are that, they're evil people. Do you ever think that maybe they're like that with you because if this is how you talk? If I was ever in a room full of women who talk like this, I could see why men don't like y'all. I don't have the same experiences y'all do. And I could see why men talk to me in such a polite manner and respectful because I don't talk like this. You literally get what you give. And if you got a mouth like this, you would not last where I come from. Because talking to a guy like that, you guys need to go to Dubai, where you can't even raise your voice at a man, where you're not even allowed to disrespect a man. I could see why there's harsh laws in certain states
We need to implement that here. Instead of trying to put men down and make them feel like shit. Sorry, y'all, I'm like eating and stuff. Make them feel like shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all need to do better. I'm shocked, you guys. Like, I make a lot of dark humor jokes and I say a lot of crazy stuff, but I never say this. It's so funny how women will call me misogynistic and women will say that I hate women. That's not the case. I would never wish any of you to get cheated on. I would never wish any of you to get hurt, harmed, and I would never wish any of you to get fucking homeless. What the hell? I can't even believe somebody said that. Like I said, man, each and every one of you, God bless you. I pray to God that you guys are okay. Please don't let stupid social media get to your head. Don't let these dumb women that you see online fuck up your mindset. I never want you to think that you're not worthy. I never want you to think that people don't care about you. I never want you to think that you're not valid or you're not heard or you're not seen. That's why I make the content that I do. And a lot of people will say, oh, you're a grifter, you're this, you're that. Dude, I just care. I'm a very empathetic person and I also have a lot of brothers. God forbid somebody talk to one of my brothers like this. You must be out of your mind. Like I said, man, you guys are the prize. And you know what? Ladies, if you don't realize this now, the more and more disrespectful content you make and the more shit you guys do, it's only going to be harder for you to get men in the future. Because all you're doing is making these men lose more and more and more respect for us women. And how can they tell the difference from who's a good woman and who's not when all of you guys come on these platforms and this is all you guys talk about? Like I said, you could talk about anything on a podcast. You decided to buy all those mics, the whole setup and all that, just to run your mouth about homeless. Like, if that's funny. It's funny how people want to cancel people for dumb stuff when women like you should be canceled. To encourage people to be homeless, to make fun of men and say they should be homeless, that's crazy to me. That's wishing the worst on somebody, and that shows me what type of person you are. And you can sit here and be like, oh, it's a joke, it's a joke. Yeah, funny joke. Real funny joke. Because if a man was to say that and he said it was a joke, you guys would be upset. Just like you guys don't like Matt Rife, right? You guys get so mad at him saying things, and even though he's a comedian. But like I said, y'all, I don't understand these type of things anymore. Can't we just start making new content? I feel like a lot of men, you guys probably don't do this, but you should just start mass reporting people's things. That's what people do to me and all these other creators. They mass report our things to get our accounts taken down. You don't like these girls who are feminists and all that, start mass reporting their stuff. I never encourage anybody to do certain things, but start mass reporting their things and getting their accounts taken down. Because the moment a man talks about this, you guys are taken down from everything fast. Start doing it to them. Then they'll learn to keep their mouth shut.
Yeah, she got a point there, man. But damn, Tay-Tay just went off, bro. Shout out to Tay-Tay, baby, man. Love her content. Make sure y'all subscribe to her if you haven't already. The level of misandry, bro. Like, dude, regardless of gender, race, whatever you want to call yourself, I don't give a damn if you using fucking pronouns. I would not wish that on anybody to be homeless. Seriously, man, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
Emotional damage.
It's like they don't even got any like human decency anymore. Like, where's the humanity at? My goodness. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Neo Trap Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any other merch, Spreadshot.com link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.